Okay, so there's an upcoming indie game I've been keeping a very close eye on, and it's got this incredible mix of horror and just crushing pressure. It's called Cult Vacui. Today, we're going to dive into this one because I have a strong feeling this race against time could be a really, really special experience for horror fans.
Right out of the gate, you get this line: "Our arrival has ruined the ritual." I mean, that just sends a chill down your spine, doesn't it? The game makes it crystal clear. You are not the hero. You haven't shown up to save the day. Nope. You've just stumbled in at the absolute worst moment possible, becoming a wrench in the works of something very, very dark. And that sets the tone for everything to come.
So let's set the scene. Imagine a remote Scottish island called Barra, way back in the late 19th century. You've just taken a simple job as a custodian for a summer estate. Sounds kind of peaceful, right? Well, think again. This is where the game gets so clever because it blends that classic, methodical, brainy gameplay of a point-and-click adventure with the constant, heart-pounding dread of survival horror. So what does that actually mean when you're playing? Well, it means your intellect is your main weapon, but, and this is a huge but, you are always on the clock. It's not enough to just solve a puzzle. You have to solve it under immense pressure, knowing that every second you waste brings you that much closer to a really grim fate. It's a brilliant fusion of genres.
And this is the core of the whole conflict. The day before you even arrived, a mysterious cult performed some kind of horrifying blood ritual. But something went wrong. Your arrival, it interrupted them. And now, you've just walked, completely unaware, right into the terrifying aftermath.
And here's the absolute kicker. The ritual isn't over. For it to be completed, every single person left on the island has to be eliminated. And guess what? As far as they're concerned, you're the last piece of that puzzle. You're not a hero investigating some mystery. You are prey that has stumbled right into the hunter's trap.
This brings us to the game's most compelling and, honestly, most terrifying mechanic: time. Cult Vacui is a relentless race against a hidden clock. Every single action you take, every room you check out, every item you examine, it all costs you precious time, chipping away at your already slim chances of survival.
You don't get days or weeks to figure this out. You have a matter of hours, just a few hours to understand what's happening, come up with a plan, and hopefully, just hopefully, make it through the night. This is way beyond solving puzzles. This is crisis management under the most extreme pressure you can imagine. Now, the game's playable demo makes this pressure terrifyingly real, with a stark 25-minute countdown right on the screen. But here's the twist. In the demo, you're not fighting the cult. Instead, you're fighting a demon that's supposedly been inside you your entire life. And it's decided now is the time to take complete control. So the game adds this deeply personal, psychological layer to all the horror. The demon actually speaks to you, it taunts you. It's this chilling internal conflict happening at the exact same time as the external threat of the cult. This just hints at the incredible narrative depth we might see in the full game. And this ultimatum just brilliantly illustrates the stakes. The demon gives you 25 minutes, turning that time mechanic into a life or death struggle for your very soul. It's a countdown not just to some event, but to your own erasure. That's just fantastic narrative design. So, with this intense two-front warrior fighting, how do you even begin to fight back? Well, you can't be careless, not for a second. Every move has to be deliberate, because your survival depends entirely on your own ingenuity. The core gameplay is really a cycle of calculated risks. First, you explore and find clues. Then, you use your logic to solve puzzles. After that, you have to act decisively, without hesitation. And crucially, you have to be prepared to live or, die with the consequences of those actions. This really sets up two paths for any player. You can rush in, take hasty action, and you're going to waste time, miss clues, and almost certainly fail. Or you can go with strategic planning. You maximize every second, you uncover secrets, and you give yourself a real shot at survival. The game really encourages you to think, to plan, and even to replay to find that perfect strategy. The demo gives us a seriously chilling taste of this game's potential. But what can we expect from the full release of Cult Vacui? Well, for any fan of the genre, the features they're promising are incredibly exciting. The developers, Liberty Games, are promising a really rich experience. We're talking multiple endings that actually reflect your choices, puzzles that are challenging but totally fair and solvable,
Beautiful, handmade pixel art that just oozes atmosphere, and an immersive original soundtrack. This is shaping up to be a very polished and compelling package.
But let's not forget the grim reality of this world. This last haunting line from the demo is a stark reminder of what happens if you fail. You will be the shell, I will be the hunger. It's not just a game over screen, it's a chilling narrative conclusion where you lose everything, becoming nothing more than a vessel for something terrible. And that leaves us with the ultimate question the game is asking. In this world of cults, demons, and dwindling seconds, your choices are everything. So when that final moment arrives, will all your careful planning and quick thinking be enough? Or will you just be another victim on the island? We'll have to wait and see.